All right, give him some more enthusiastic than this. This is probably his first time headline anyway. So, just messing with you. And I give it for your host for tonight and your headliner for tonight. And I give it for Mr. Vinnie Marmash.
Oh, yeah. I'm Pothead the Stoner Man. I'm Pothead the Stoner Man. I'm stoned to the finish cause I smokes me spinach. I'm Pothead the Stoner Man. Oh, welcome Fillmore. Actually, Pothead the Stoner Man's one of my characters. A friend of mine lost leukemia. Him and I made that up. So my comedy's all about, you know, living life, having fun. But I am definitely a pot advocate. I just got in from LA, West Coast, opened up for Bill Cosby. My ass still hurts. But, too soon? Gotta love that one. No, I was actually a little bummed out this week. Two reasons. One reason, I realized I lost a pound of weed in a fire. It was a series of small fires, controlled fires in my bowl, but it was a pound of weed. I was bummed. And then also this week, I was a little lonely because my almost 4-year-old son started preschool. And usually him and I would watch cartoons all day. And, you know, a lot of you drinkers, like Milton's a drinker. I'm a stoner. I play stoner games. So, like, we watched this one show called Blaze and the Monster Machines. And every time they said Blaze, I'd run in the other room, get my pipe, and like, hit down, come back in. It's a half-hour show. I probably smoked that whole pound during that half-hour show. I was baked. But I had the munchies, so I fed the kid, you know. So he was all stuffed, I'm all stuffed. Then he's like, Daddy, I want to play Legos. Well, I buy my Legos from garage sales. I don't go spend $50 on one little kit. You gotta follow directions, because I'm ADD. I can't follow directions. That's no fun. So we built it like the Incan Pyramid of the Sun, and it's like 12 feet by 15 feet in his room. He can't even get to his bed. And I'm like, see that, son? That's where the aliens are gonna come down and land and take us home someday to our planet. My last name's Marmash, and I tell him that's why. It's like, because we came from Mars. The sad part is he believes me. I got 5 other kids. The rest of them know better, so I gotta kind of corrupt one of them. Oh yeah, I am gonna miss him though. I'm kind of a little worried about school because he is my son, and he's got a little speech impediment, and I'm like, can't wait, because he's in one of those preschools that have the DDs, the LD children, and they got therapists in there, so you know they kind of watch your child's development a little bit. And my son likes to go, hey, after every word. He's like, emphasizes things. And he's like, hey, daddy, what? I want juice. Sounds like an old reincarnated Italian, you know, like an old mafia guy. Like, daddy, I'm going to break your knees if you don't make me lunch. Or, get in here, leave that bong alone. But I can't wait till the therapist calls me. Mr. Marmash, I'd like to have a meeting with you about your son and his speech. He seems to want to say "hey" after everything, and I just want to go to her, hey, what's the matter with that? Can't wait. Remind me of my old neighborhood growing up. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Weed, though, is fun. I definitely have a pot advocate. I think about weed, and I like to smoke and watch cartoons even on my own, and really got into, like, cartoon voices. One of my favorite cartoons, I like to sit actually on the water and kind of over Lake Erie, look for the UFOs that are coming down, and I just picture what they'd be like after I'm all stoned, probably. And here comes this little spaceship in my mind now. Get you? It lands, and out comes this little alien, and he's like, "Greetings, Earthling. Take me to your dealer. I want to smoke you up with my Acme 3000 modulator bong or vaporizer bong." I messed that one all up, but that's all right. Oh yeah, he was one of my favorite Marvin the Martian. I could see him in a lot of different situations. Let's see, another cartoon character I love, Yogi Bear. You know, him and Boo Boo, they were stoners. I didn't know if you know that. They were out stealing the picnic baskets because they had the munchies. I could just see Yogi going, hey there, Boo Boo Bear. You see them goddamn hippies down there? They got the good tafuli and everything. Just don't get their weed or the bad acid. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the munchies. Oh yeah, that's my Yogi. I know it's not the greatest, but it is Yogi. Let's see. Now, growing up too, I'm wearing my He-Man shirt. I like the other show, She-Ra, much better. All my friends that grew up and liked He-Man just seem to be gay now, and I don't know why. I like She-Ra. She had tits. I didn't know what tits were for, but I knew I liked them. I mean, he had the bulge. I mean, tits are bulge, and I was going for the titties. I think it reminds me of a song my mother used to sing to me when she was breastfeeding me. Titties and milk, titties and milk. Oh yeah, I still hear it today in my dreams. Love it, love it. But school, though, with my kid, I'm a little worried he may be ADD like me. And I just know I really felt sorry for my teachers back in grade school with the ADD. I went to Catholic grade school, and I used to sit in church and look up at the choir. You know, I'd see the booth up there, they have all the instruments. Well, I'd have to sneak out because I wasn't listening to this or that, whatever Father was saying up there. And I'm going to switch mics through. Not really switch mics. I need to borrow this. But I'd sneak up to the choir booth. I'd see the stand-up bass, and I'd just start playing. I'd be like, doom, 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 doom. I got a girl that's always late every time we have a date, but I love her. Yeah, I love her. I'd be like, is you is or is you ain't my baby. And next thing I know, the nun be grabbing my ass, taking me down the stairs, be like, doom, 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 doom. End up into the pastor's office. And my priest was one of those big priests. He'd come walking into the room, has his hands on his belt. Vinny, I hear you're disrupting church again. We talked about this. I think it's time to bend over on that desk. And of course, he bent over, started undoing his belt. Alex, get your mind out of the gutter. He's not that kind of priest. He was taking his belt off to beat me, not his penis. I mean, bless you. He wasn't that kind of priest. That was the one after him that went downtown. True story, though. I won't say the name of my grade school then. Let's see. I do a lot of different things for a living, and being a stoner, I can't take drug tests, obviously, because, well, I pass them if they say, what kind of weed is that? What kind of weed is that? What kind of weed is that? I'll pass it with flying colors, but I gotta pee in a cup. First of all, I could barely pee in the toilet without hitting the rim, so how am I gonna pee in a cup? So I couldn't do drug tests. I decided that I'll just make up my own job. So I'm a DJ, I'm a reverend. I also deliver pizzas part-time out in Geauga County to the Amish. That's pretty fun. And they'll tip you in corn. And the one time I pulled into, it must have been a gay Amish community, because he wanted to tip me in my cornhole. And I was like, oh. And his mother's like, he's good enough for his father, he's good enough for you. True story. That was bad. Oh yeah, I'm bad, I can't help it. But ADD, I remember when I was in school, I would like sit there. Yeah, teacher history. I'll explain why I used to fall asleep in history, because otherwise things like this happened. I was sitting there and they'd be talking about Abe Lincoln. Well, my mind was still trying to like wrap around who we were talking about. So 15 minutes into it, I found, oh, it's Abe Lincoln, President Abe Lincoln. Then I hear something about slaves. Well, then my mind, I don't know, being Southern, thinking about the South, I started thinking about Aunt Jemima, started thinking about waffles. Next thing I know, I'm thinking about black midget strippers. I have no idea why. So usually in the test, I would answer, what did Abraham Lincoln do? And I said he ate out Aunt Jemima's waffle to free the black midget stripper slaves. I failed that class miserably. I know, it was horrible. No, I'm also a reverend. That's pretty cool, because I've done biker weddings. I used to go to this bar out in Geauga County, and I'd go up. And we had a bike night going on, having a great time, and the whole night, way in the back of this oak tree was this couple getting it on all night. I guess they just met and they were having fun. End of the night, this dude comes up to me, he's like, yo, Vinny, I hear you're a reverend. I'm like, yeah. I want to get hitched to my old lady over here. We just met, but she's good, and we want to get hitched next week. All right, where do you want to do this? Right here at the bar. Show up at noon. All right, so I get there where the oak tree is, and there's now a stage built out of old car parts and biker parts and like car hoods. They had a podium out of a Harley fairing for me to stand behind so I could say the vows in case somebody didn't like what I had to say and were throwing things at me. Oh, it was crazy. But they even gave me a little motorcycle to ride up on the stage. It was a little Honda. Everyone else had Harleys and Indians and cool bikes. They gave me this little rice rocket. So I went up first. I was like, I get off my bike, get behind my podium. Oh, here comes the first groomsman. Boom, the second groomsman. Boom, with the big old Harleys. Here comes the groom flying up on there. Starts doing burnouts. Then everyone's doing burnouts. Smoke clears. the band starts to kick in, and it's actually a Motley Crue cover band. And they start singing, "Here comes the bride, all dressed in black. She's like a stripper in denial, coming down the aisle." And then here comes the bride coming in. She's actually riding in her ex-old man's bike in his sidecar. So he was giving her away. So she gets up there. Her name's Stoney, and the other guy's Big Boner. And I don't know why they call him that. But I'm like, "Do you, Big Boner, take Stoney to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and a hold?" "Yeah." "Do you, Stoney, take, hello?"
Yes, sir.
Is that for me? I heard the phone ringing, never mind. Do you, Stoner, take Big Boner to be your lawful wedded husband? Make sure you always don't get pissed when he brings home another bitch and wants to have sex with her while you're home. Make sure you have bail money for him. "I do, but he's need to make sure there's always a pound of weed for me, and I have the bail money in the drawer." So yeah, it was pretty cool. But then that part where you go, "Does anyone here have any objections to this union?" I say that, but before I even get this out, his best man comes up, grabs the mic, and he goes, "Yeah, if anybody has any objections to this union, I got a piece upside your head for you." And then he passes the bomb. I was like, okay. So we got all stumped. And then I was like, where were we? "Oh yeah, the rings." And Big Brother's like, "Dude, I ain't got no rings." So we grabbed the bong, and we did bong hits instead. And it was like, and then there was like little smoke rings, and Stoney got all excited. She's like, "Don't let them die virgins." It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I do believe in reincarnation. I believe in aliens. Like, I think I was reincarnated Jamaican because, like, I love weed. I've had many jobs, and I definitely hate Ohio winters. But yeah, and I also believe in aliens. I really do, and I like aliens. They fascinate me, like babies. I think we are the aliens here. Like, cause you ever look at it, the babies' heads, they're just huge. Well, I was holding my grandson. He's about 9 months old, man. He's got this huge shaped head, kind of oblong, and I started thinking, aliens. Imagine the size of the vagina that alien head came out of. Reminds me of my ex-wife. No, but that's me, Vinnie Marmash. I hope everyone had a good time here tonight at the Fillmore. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back. We're going to try to keep it going, keep more people coming up. Again, thank you, Stephanie, Jim, for having us here, hosting it, letting me host this here. We have great times. It's a great neighborhood. Waterloo's about the arts, and we want to keep on pushing the arts. So thank you guys very much for coming out. Hope you had a good time. I'm Vinnie Marmash, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. And thank you all the comics that came up.